I had to make a video about this shit. Look at my motherfucking body. Look at my body. It's gone. It's missing. This shit. This shit crazy. Floating lightsaber, y'all. Knuckle and shoot, y'all. Project Snips. Dip game. Dip game. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down, Obi-Wan. Oh, shit. Everybody get electrocuted. It's not personal, Project Snips. It's just business. I'm invisible body today. We gotta do it to him. Now I can just see everything I need to see. His body and his arms ain't in the way and shit. This shit is... this shit funny as shit, yeah. So yeah, I made a video earlier, asking like, from all the information we got, why is everybody so focused on Diddy? Because last time I checked, Vince McMahon was just as rich and just as nasty. There's documentation of him pooping and peeing on females that work for him. Pooping and peeing. Does that make him any less of a monster than Diddy? No. He's just a rich Caucasian man who is being protected. That's literally all that's going on. He's being protected by his community. That's all. Oh yeah, fair use YouTube. I do not own the copyrights to this music, but in the video, I'm just asking a question. Is Vince any less of a monster or any more of a monster than Diddy? Because last time I checked, Vince McMahon is always, like every time he gets, like a FBA foundational Native American to work for him, a black person, he always finds a way to degrade them. Did Vince McMahon not call Booker T a nigga on live? Like, them fucking storylines are not funny. He always tries to make the black man look like a villain or some shit, or a pimp or some shit. The only one who probably didn't get a stupid story was probably Bobby Lashley. But when I say FCA, I mean somebody who is African, I mean not African American, Native American, and their family can be traced 100, 200, 300 years on this land and even further. But yet, the narrative is we came from Africa. Like 4% of people, Africans, were in the slave trade anyway. So a lot of us are not African, and we were never African. I don't even know why they even classify us as African American, because last time I checked, they were calling us Negro, but before then, we were known as Indians, Native Americans. Most of us can go back generations. The Iroquois Confederacy is no joke, man. Like 6 tribes came together and made one mega tribe and shit. Iroquois Confederacy. I even I even have a Shoshone tribe. That's all I did. That's all I do. That's all I do. But a lot of us so-called Black Americans know we didn't come from Africa, so that narrative is out of date. There's distinct differences between us and Africans. Just because they share melanin don't mean anything. They have Eurocentric mindsets. They're even paying immigrants to go back to Africa and back to the Caribbean overseas. As we speak, there's a purge going on in motherfucking UK. Look that shit up. Some shit going over there in the UK. Like, I don't have any beef with anybody or any so-called race. I just know Africans, Haitians, Jamaicans, they all throw shade at black Americans and think we don't know where we come from. But when we tell them we're from America, they can't hear it because that Eurocentric white supremacist view is the mindset, the programming. They've been programmed to believe that shit. And even if we fucking tell them the opposite, they still believe it. Like, don't get me wrong, the programming was strong. Like, oh, they don't got no water in Africa. They got water in some places in Africa. But the starving kids, that was like, that they used to show, send 50 cents a day to this random child in Africa. That was a scam. They've been scamming the black community for a long time. Tariq Nasheed calls them tethers, and he's not wrong. They tether themselves onto us, dress like us, talk like us. They want to reap the benefits of being black, but everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga. I'm sorry. And that's just the truth. Only body that want to be niggas is the niggas, the people who took that word and turned it into something positive amongst ourselves. Because calling us that was to spite us, break our spirits, our souls. Yeah, I mean, but constantly people think, oh, black people are lazy and shit like that, but we're not. We built America, and that's fucking facts. And that shit cannot be disproven by anybody who hears my voice on YouTube. It cannot be disproven. It is a fucking fact. We built America. We got reclassified as Negroes. Then they took the names of our tribes away or made us forget. But our families, we kept that fucking secret and spoken word and would tell each other, know where the fuck we came from. You feel me? They didn't want us to even celebrate being black. but everybody wants to be us. Our culture is stolen from and fucking cosplayed all around the world. They cosplay us. Why are they crip walking in Japan? Nobody can tell me that. They over there crip walking in Japan. You got Japanese men and also in China getting locks in their hair, trying to be like us. Same thing with the Latinos. Like, reggaeton is black culture. All y'all doing is just speaking your language over our beats and how we rap. Just like they wear our clothes and they also adopt their slang. Of course, they got their own little slang. All these groups got their own little slang, so-called language. But our language has been subsequently eradicated almost. There's still tribes out here that still speak their own language, but it's not the norm. Most of us speak English now. I mean, the $5 Indians, you know, the ones who paid money to get a certificate, calling themselves Indians. They don't want us to get our land back. They like it the way it is. They got casinos, they got money, they got everything they could ever need. Of course they don't want us on their land. Or, oh no, they don't want us on our land. This is our land. This is my land. My ancestors' blood seeped into the motherfucking ground over here. Built the motherfucking the grass and the trees, built all of that shit, grew all of that shit with our motherfucking blood, sweat, tears, our bodies, all the vegetation over here. You know what I mean? The mounds, digging up motherfucking mounds that was keeping the weather at bay. But, you know, melanin deficient people dug it up. And our magic never goes away, but at the same time, they desecrated that site. If there were remains there, then the spirits and the souls of those people, the energy, is still there, protected and guiding motherfucking hurricanes away. But since they fucked up that area, now the hurricanes are like, well, it's whatever. It's a free-for-all now. And we all know, man, yes, there was so-called black people in those areas that got hit in Florida and North Carolina. But last time I checked, motherfuckers are still getting, you know, unalived up there. Like, come on, Biden, what the fuck was the point of the unaliving, racist unaliving bill if they're just going to reclassify those deaths as suicides? Like, come on, those unalivings are not suicides. My people would never do that to themselves. And who traditionally has a culture of unaliving so-called black Americans? We already know. They're out there and they control and they run shit. The only difference is the middle class believes their rhetoric, so does the lower class. Because, oh, black people are lazy. They don't want to work. We didn't want to work for slave wages. We're not fucking lazy. Last time I checked, a black man invented a machine that pulled water out the goddamn air and also invented the internet. No, don't even go there and try to make it seem like we didn't do those great things. We contribute to America. Nobody wants to give us our fucking props. That's the problem. We're dope as shit. Everybody wants to be us. Eminem even, like I said, Eminem even likes the way that other black rappers rap and got his fucking inspiration and influence from them. There would be no Eminem if there wasn't any black people over here. Trying to tell you. The reason why Eminem is so beloved because he targeted a specific group of people in a certain type of class. And they were like, yo, he's just like us. He likes black culture just like us. He's up there rapping with the black Americans, and he's actually pretty good, you know? Made them want to be a part of something. Like, everybody really wants to be a part of something. That's no fucking rocket science project. We all know. But the tribalism among the Africans, Caribbeans, Jamaicans, Haitians have kept them from really assimilating. They come over here and they work for slave wages and they don't even mind. Then you got second and third generations of Haitians And Jamaicans and Africans who haven't been told the truth, their parents were given assistance, money, land, opportunities. It's crazy. Give us our motherfucking props, man. We're awesome as shit over here. Everybody want to be us. Everybody want to talk like us, but they're not like us. They not like us. That's exactly what the fuck Kendrick was saying. We all know. We all really on code and shit. He was completely right about Drake. Yeah, I mean, that motherfucker he has the mindset of a Jewish man. Look at his motherfucking kid. He had a baby with whatever his mother is, for real, for real. He had a baby with that. Look at his son. But yet, he's gonna be confused as shit, saying nigga. Drake's not gonna fucking tell it like it is. That's why Kendrick start talking to the young boy on the disc, because there's certain things that he really gotta know about. Like, who the fuck's gonna teach him that? Drake might not teach him that. I mean, he might be a little bit confused. He might really, really like black culture because his dad is a rapper, you know. But he can't be us and he can't be like us, but he can like our culture. Some people might call him out on that, you know. I'm just being honest. I'm not threatening nobody. I'm just speaking my piece. Last time I checked, we didn't need permission to speak. We always had that freedom. If you're not mute, then that means you were born with freedom of motherfucking speech. If you're capable and able of doing that, then you were born with motherfucking freedom of speech. Seriously. Like, we're motherfucking awesome. The way we talk, our swag, the way we dress, a lot of these brands, they eat off of us because a lot of black people buy those brands. We made these motherfucking companies rich, and they want to look down on us like we ain't shit. It don't make no sense. It's crazy. We all know, like I said earlier, Vince McMahon is just as much of a monster as P. Diddy, but yet he's being protected because he has a lot of money, and he's a part of this semi-dominant society. I would never say that, white America, because, my people never invented certain shit. America wouldn't be as dope as it is, and a lot of these immigrants wouldn't be abandoning their country, coming over here for a better life. There's a lot of opportunities that we, unfortunately, aren't accessible to us. That's a fact. And even despite of that, a lot of us still have jobs. A lot of us still have their own businesses. You feel me? And they're still doing well. Look at our greats, man. Look at Michael Jordan. Look at motherfucking Kobe. You feel me? Look at Allen Iverson. Foundational black Americans who have legendary talent. Mike Tyson. You feel me? Mike Tyson. Legendary talent. Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, like, got some crazy ass talent over here. In our genes, in our genetics, they know it. That's why we're studied like motherfucking lab rats to this day. I go to the hospital because, I already told y'all I got sickle cell. They stay trying to draw a shit ton of blood. Like, are you motherfuckers trying to clone a nigga? Like, what the fuck? What do you need all this blood for? Oh, after hours, you're going to take that blood to the head. Like a motherfucking shot glass. Down the hatch and shit, because a lot of these motherfuckers are vampires. Actually, I don't think I want to listen to this. But the truth is, man, black Americans are just amazing motherfuckers. So amazing that we're studied and envied all over the world, man. And that's a fact. Our culture is studied all over the world. Everybody wants to be us, but nobody wants to be considered being at the motherfucking bottom of society, at the bottom of the dregs. But let's not forget, you know, a lot of these motherfucking let's see, Italian, Irish people came from overseas as immigrants. Slavic people, you feel me? Came over as immigrants. A lot of people came over as immigrants for a better life. And then they took land and opportunities from Black Americans. They always have. And then when we try to separate and make our own, what happens? Our cities get burned down and bombed. But nobody wants to talk about it. But we're going to talk about it today on this goddamn channel because I'm always going to speak the truth. You feel me? And I'm never going to be stopped. Ever. I'm never going to be stopped. I'm always going to speak the truth. I'm always going to have power. You feel me? My bloodline will always have magic in it. We'll always conquer the odds. We'll always beat the odds. Everything that we've been through, from slavery and Jim Crow, all of that shit is in our DNA. Because diamonds are made under pressure. Yes, they are. And we've been able to turn into pretty strong, educated motherfuckers. Like, black people went from 100% illiteracy rate to a 97% literacy rate in 30 years. But yet you never hear anything about that. Our achievements aren't, they're celebrated, but a fucking gold medal at the Olympics is not a real motherfucking celebration. It's like you're involved in a gigantic play ritual and shit every year. That's what the fuck the Olympics are. That's exactly what the Olympics are. We know. We're awesome as shit, and we're just keep getting doper. But a lot of shit keep coming out, yo. Rod Hayes said Big Meech was gonna get out of jail, and he definitely did. Now let's focus on getting Malachi Z. York out and the rest of our leaders and get this goddamn show on the road. That land is definitely coming back to us. Like I said, the sun is a different color now. It's our time. We can't be stopped. Our DNA is being unraveled, and we're ascending. So appreciate y'all, everybody who came here for the video, and let me know what's up. Catch y'all next time. Like and subscribe, please.